Guys, this Squarebody is about to drive me crazy, and a little bit of backstory on the reason why. So as you know, recently I had the bottom end of this engine rebuilt, then I put the top end together, put all new brakes under it, new exhaust, all that stuff. So I've got a decent amount of money in this truck, new wiring, all kinds of stuff like that. And so 3 weeks ago, I think it was, I posted a video, the first start with these glass packs. And immediately after that video, I pulled it in the garage and started pulling the transmission, because whenever I got the truck, it had a supposedly good turbo 400. And first drive down the road, I knew, man, this transmission, it's not very good. It was slipping in and out of gear, very poor acceleration and all, just slipped the whole way through, very sluggish going into gear, out of gear. And so I pulled it, and a buddy of mine luckily had a transmission, another turbo 400, so I traded him my old one and got his new one with a little cash. Well, anyway, so I put that new transmission in, put a new radiator in, and I also, what else did I put in? I put in something else. I can't think of it right now, but I was doing a bunch of little minor repairs it needed, and that was over a 2-week period. So I got everything buttoned back together, transmission fluid in it, everything looked good, and I started it up for the first time after 2 weeks, and this is what happened. So here's the engine bay as it sits. As you can see, new master cylinder, fresh engine, new radiator, water pump, harmonic balancer, crank pulley, even got a transmission cooler in there. And pardon the wiring. As I said, this is a work in progress. I'm continuously doing work on, adding stuff too. So I'm going to make that a nice harness soon. But I'm going to fire it up real quick, and y'all are going to see what it was doing, what it is doing, I should say. After 2 weeks of sitting, I don't know what changed. I'll tell y'all my guess on what I think it is. And then I'll have to, get into it and see if I can't figure it out. So here we go. Should be warm. There's a chance it might die, but we'll see. So y'all can see the predicament I'm in. So really, I've got 3 thoughts as to what it is. First thought was probably an exhaust leak maybe, because exhaust leaks and lifter ticks can sound similar. But after scouring the engine bay, I don't believe it to be that. It's not misfiring as best I can tell, the engine. And so number 2 would be a roller rocker has come off or loosened up a little bit, which I took the valve covers off last night right after, the initial startup, and to me they all felt good. I probably ought to go through and just readjust each one just to make sure, just to eliminate that 100%, because the final thing it could be would be a collapsed roller lifter, and that's honestly what I think it is, and I really hope it's not. But after 2 weeks of sitting, I'm sure that all those roller lifters have bled out, and one of them may just not be pumping back up. As you know, even OEM stuff these days is cheap stuff, it seems. So these weren't a bad brand roller lifter, but the quality control these days is absolutely terrible. So I'm afraid that's what it is. I really hope not. So if any of y'all have any suggestions, just let me know, and I will always be willing to look into those. But for now, I think I'm just going to take a quick break from this truck, because I've been pouring tons of time and energy into this truck. And every time I do something, it seems something else goes wrong and costs me some money. So I'm probably just going to let it sit here for a week or two until I re-get the mojo, I guess you would say it, to come and work on this thing. Because I do love it. I absolutely love this truck. But it's beating me down right now. The only thing that keeps me going is this. Harder to push with your hand. It thumps the ground pretty good, doesn't it? As always, guys, thank y'all for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.